Hello, my friend. I'm so glad you got the Authentically Vibrant assessment. I'm going to share with you briefly how to get the most out of this assessment. You're going to come out on the other side of doing this, which will take approximately 10 minutes for you to do the assessment. Yes, with a score from 0 to 100. And just so that you know, most people are in the 30 to 60 point range. So if that's where you are, great. You just have ways to go and you can keep improving as a speaker. And the most experienced, best speakers out there are going to be the ones who are in the 90 to 100 per point range. So if you're not getting an A on this assessment, that's okay. We all have room to grow. So the way to do it, there's two parts. The first thing that you're going to be assessing is what I call your nonverbal skills. I'll explain that in a second. And the second is on the next page, which is the overall effectiveness. You need a recording of you, either likely you're going to find it on, you're going to have done something on Zoom that you recorded. Maybe you put it on YouTube, or maybe it's a Facebook Live, something like that. And you're going to need to watch it for 2 minutes. I highly recommend watching it from the beginning of you speaking for 2 minutes, 5 times for each of these 5 characteristics that you're going to be looking for. And there's a space to put tick marks for them right here. Each one of these 5, you get up to 10 points, no more than 10 points. In some cases, there will be 0. All right, and that's okay. The first thing you're looking for is head movement. Does your head actually move when you speak? And you want to look for congruent movement. So movements that make sense. So if your head is doing something weird, that's doesn't go there. You might make a note of it. That's what I do when I do assessments for others. The second area is facial expressions. Does your face change? So every time your face changes, put a tick mark up there. And then after you watch that video for 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, you put out over here how many. So maybe it's 7 times. Okay, my face changes a lot, so maybe it's changed 10 times already in the first 2 minutes. The third area is voice. How often does your voice change? Does it get softer? Does it get louder? Does it get quicker? Does it get slower? There's other ways that your voice can change. You put a question mark in. How many times you put tick marks up here for how many times it changes, and then write down the number up to 10. Torso movement. So when you really care about what you're talking about, your torso will move. You'll get involved. So you can see it can be subtle. It might just be like that. But sometimes torso movements are like little shifts that are actually nervous ticks. That doesn't count towards your points. So you're looking for aligned nonverbal behavior. The last area is our gestures. And again, some people are going to be like gesturing out the wazoo. Okay, maybe you get 10, but you might want to take off 2 points because they're just too much. Okay. Or they may be weird gestures, but for the most part, most of us, when we're congruent, our gestures are aligned. And we can learn in all of these areas, we can open up to increasing them. But anyhow, you're going to total up your points, and the maximum amount you can get on this side is 50. In the next area, which is overall effectiveness, in my opinion, this is more opinion. So for example, this isn't opinion. The first one is engagement. How much did you engage your listeners by asking questions or getting them involved? Now, in this video, I don't think I asked you a thing, so I would get a 0 over here. Unless I had said, print out your thing, get it out, follow along, take notes, that sort of stuff. Or do you want to be authentically vibrant? Nod your head if you do. Those are kinds of things that you could get people involved. Second one is authenticity. How real do you come across versus looking like a performer or stilted, or are you reading what you put together? I mean, those things will take away from authenticity. So these are, again, our scale of all of these. 1 to 10, give yourself a rating to the best of your ability. If you want me to do your assessment, in the email with the link for this video is a special code where you can save $200, and I'll do it for $97 because I want all of us to get better. And I'll also give you some suggestions. Yes. So anyhow, just click on that link and book it. And that way you'll get my opinion, because you may have a different opinion for these. The third one is energy and presence. So how aligned is your energy and your presence with what you're saying? The fourth one is emotion. So when you watch those 2 minutes, again, you just watch 2 minutes of this video, do you feel anything? It might be subtle, it might be big. And then message. How aligned is what you said? How aligned is what you said with what really matters to you? Like, I really care, especially for women, that we women speakers become authentically vibrant and be the fullest expression of ourselves. That matters to me. I want us to be heard. And so I do feel a bit passionate about this, and I found this tool to be really helpful. I hope you do too. Let me know what you think. And did I tell you? I'm Kathryn Yarborough, and I'm the founder of Speakers with Heart. If you haven't joined my wonderful community, go to speakerswithheart.com. Talk to you next time. Bye.